Hey there, Jed Coburnus here from jedcoburnus.com, and welcome to Talk Therapy. This is just a tool that I use to get to know myself, to get past my analytical mind, and simply just to have fun, right? To create, to imagine, to, pretend, and then be, and then, whatever you want to call it. I encourage anybody to give it a try. Anybody can do this. Anybody can hit record and start talking. The question is, do you have to share it out to the world like I do? Not at all. It's just good therapy. It's just good, wholesome, authentic, fun. So, first day of school, right? Today's the first day of school for so many kids out there, and kids and young adults, and sometimes adults, and for some even older adults, right? I had my first lab, EMT lab, last weekend, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of review and a lot of fun at the same time. But I think first day of school, right? Like, we've all been there. I'm just really excited because my daughter is starting kindergarten. Whoa. I now have a kindergartner, which is a little unreal, but it's awesome. And Samuel's starting preschool. Not yet, but he'll be, in a few weeks, he'll be starting preschool. So, school-age kids, right? Like, we don't have babies anymore. That's the crazy part. But school itself, right? So, I was thinking about this yesterday, just some randomness, and it depends what you want out of life. And I think not everybody, especially in today's day and age, not everybody's fit to be Monday through Friday. Not everybody's fit to be an entrepreneur. Like, you gotta find what works for you. If you like working Monday through Friday and having 2 days completely off, and PTO and all that fun stuff, then awesome, right? Like, that's there's a life for you. If you don't like that, and you like to work for yourself and become what's a popular term today would be called an entrepreneur, then go for it. But you gotta do you, right? Gary Vaynerchuk says that all the time. You gotta do you. And it's true. Like, if you're happy, like, I'm talking like authentically, like absolutely happy with yourself. And I'm talking to me right now, and I don't know, right? And I love that I don't know. But I'm 32, I have lots of life, but life is actually short, right? So you gotta live it out. If Monday through Friday is what you're looking for, awesome. If 40 hours a week is what you're looking for, awesome. But make it something that you're absolutely happy with, right? Like, yesterday morning, woke up and turned it to the Disney Channel. Just because, right away in the morning, kids like to watch the Disney Channel. And the movie Up was on, right? Disney movie Up. It's about, a couple. This kid, finds another kid, and they start hanging out, and all of a sudden they become best friends, and then they get married, right? Husband and wife, doing everything together, new adventures, and then they have this dream of bringing their house on the top of this waterfall, and then they start saving for it, and then catastrophe happens, and then they spend their savings on that catastrophe, then they start saving for it again, and then catastrophe happens again and again and again. Before they both knew it, a lifetime has went by, and that one dream never happened. So she passed away. This is within a Disney movie, right? She passed away in the movie. And then he decided he was going to bring that house to the top of the waterfall. And along the way, there was trials, tribulations. You know, he meets this little boy and he needs to help the elderly. There's a dog, and you know, I mean, it's a cute movie, but there's some pretty good life lessons in there. And he realized it at the end, obviously at the end of the movie, or close to the end of the movie, it was just a house, right? The whole point of the adventure book within the movie, right, is to just create new adventures, is to be happy. Go watch the movie Up, you'll see what I mean, but don't let life pass you by, right? Like, start today and work towards something that you want. And then once you realize that whatever it is that you want probably isn't even what you want, but the journey to get there, that's what it's all about. Like, really, that's really what it's all about. As soon as you realize that, everything gets a lot easier. The journey itself is a hell of a lot better than the destination. Because once you reach that destination, then what? You're going to start on another journey. Then you hit another destination. Then you start on another journey. Hit another destination. The destination only lasts for a few seconds. Or a few moments, a few minutes. The journey takes a hell of a lot longer than that. But that is where the fun is at. So if you're starting school today, and you're going, man, I can't wait till I graduate, start to think about that mindset a little bit. Change that mindset. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey. Because once it's over, once you hit that destination, something else is going to begin. And that's okay, right? Like, graduating high school or graduating first grade, for that matter, it's a big deal. But enjoy the journey. Think about the destination. You don't have to really, harp on it, but think about it. And then once you get to it, you've already experienced that in your own mind. So you're just on to the next thing, which is great. But don't forget to enjoy the journey. Enjoy the process. Because that's what it takes. If you get discouraged because something didn't go right, it's just part of the journey. Because what's right? Something didn't go quote unquote right. So maybe that's just the way it was supposed to be. Just put it out there. Have some fun with it. Enjoy the process. Day ones happen. Last days happen. Because at the end of the one journey becomes something else. Just because you're at the end of the journey doesn't mean the destination is over. Doesn't mean the destination is reached. You get to decide. Take responsibility for that. And love it. For all you kids out there, start becoming familiar with yourself and start asking yourself a ton of questions. What do you want to do? Not necessarily when you grow up. What do you want to do, and what makes you happy doing that? Whatever makes you happy, do that more. Why work? Why be in a life that you don't want to be in? You got to be practical with that, but you can still ask yourself the questions and love the process. So what else do you have? It's going to be a lot of fun. I thought in college, like, that was it. Like, once I graduated, everything's just going to fall into place. No. Follow your internal GPS. Follow your gut. Follow your gut feeling. Follow your gut instinct. It's so funny because I'm taking this test tomorrow. And when I answer the practice tests or the practice questions, if I don't know an answer, I follow my gut, right? And man, like 99% of the time, it's right. Because I've seen all the material before. And it's coming, right? Like, passing this test is, in my head, I've already passed it. In my head, I've already passed it. Because I've taken a version of this test before. It was a harder one. But I wasn't ready. Not necessarily studying ready, but I wasn't ready to have that certification and have the success that comes along with it. I know I wasn't, but now I'm ready. Today I intend to feel ready. And the journey has brought so much. The studying, the flashcards, the questions. It's just nuts. It's basically prepared me to test my knowledge, but just to test my readiness to help others. It's kind of nuts. It's actually a lot of fun. So anybody who's out there and they're just waiting, right? Take some action. Get into the zone and stay there. I recorded WOD number 244 this morning. When's the last time you committed yourself to 244 anythings, right? Like, right? That's a big deal to me. And I'm reminded from my coworkers that I have a following, I have people, and I do, right? Like, it's amazing. The Cobra Nation, I just love you guys. Like, you guys are rocking it. You guys are doing it. And the journey is better than a destination. It really is. Enjoying the process. That's what it's all about. So, happy today, right? Happy day. Not Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day. It's just happiness. Happy day. If you're willing to change from the neck up, you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Stay safe out there. Be blessed. Bye for now.